Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. Though I do a lot of research on many different topics, I try to get things down to simple points so people can understand it. If you try to do the research, you'll most likely find I'm telling the truth. Okay, but of course you're gonna disagree with me because you're not a researcher or probably a liberal. Okay, but listen to my page. Okay, brothers and sisters of light and dark. I try to keep it under 10 minutes. Okay. I know your attention spans are not that aware, okay? But this video is going to be about the Oscars, okay? Diversity in the Oscars. Now, you got to understand, okay? The name Oscar is usually, it's white, okay? It's starting off from the beginning of time, okay? It's been like that for over probably like 60 to 70 years. You got to understand that they've always been doing that. You got to understand the mindset of white people compared to black people. Even though black people now act a little bit more extravagant, quote unquote, personality-wise, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to choose those things. But you have to give respect to white people, though. You got to understand their mentality is very retrospective, okay? You want to say retrospective, think about the ancient times in the past, their herky-jerky ways. Certain old-fashioned type of ways. They have to keep their minds back at that classical, the classical back in ancient times. They like that classical stuff. They like things that's not new age. They're not really, really evolved in that area, okay? So, but there's nothing wrong with the Oscars, okay? Chris Rock did an excellent job, okay? I just seen his, start off, the way he started off he's as the host, okay? He was there, okay? He didn't step down at all, okay? And he said some nice things, okay? Even though blacks is there and some blacks don't get nominated or whatever, but you got to understand that's not really racism. It's their own type of typical taste, okay? That's all it is. It's their only taste. And they're not interested in majority of black personalities anywhere. They're not, okay? And if you do see it, you'll be shocked just because of Chris Rock, okay? Diversity is very important, but the white man's mind is not set on diversity. It's more for their side. They're not really thinking that's like they have to evolve, like you see how blacks can dance overall than whites, they don't want that, okay? Remember that, okay? There's plenty of whites who's acting black, okay? But you got to give it some time there. They still are in their process. They're coming out of their retrograde state of mind, okay? You see a lot of videos of white people try to dance like blacks. It takes time, okay? It takes time. You shouldn't hate on whites like that. It's a little form of racism. It's a little form of jealousy in there. But you gotta give them time. Most of the time it's like 60 years old, old people who's just watching the same old things. They want to make sure their money is invested to make sure they put all that money in there for them gold bars, them gold statues for them. Leave them alone, okay? You see Chris Rock and a couple other people still there in the Oscars. Leave them alone. But that's what I think of. It's not really, it's maybe a little racist, maybe a little bit of undiversity. They don't want it in there, not yet, But in the past, they probably did nominate some blacks. And I don't even care if they won a few awards or not. It really doesn't matter, okay? But that's what I wanted to say about the Oscars. You have to open mind about it, okay? That's just common sense about it, as I said before in my past, there's still racism in the country. But they're becoming aware. You gotta give them a chance, black folks, okay? You don't need to step down. Will Smith's wife was off the chart, man. I tell you, man. She was like, my husband didn't get nominated. I'm gonna boycott the shit out of this shit, okay? I'm gonna boycott the shit. Yeah, that's all it is, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't even care about the Oscars, even no matter what kind of award I win or anything. I'm like, I'm shocked, okay? I'm a comedian, okay? I'm a great actor. Blacks are great actors, okay? But they're not going to be accepted in white media that much. They don't want that, okay? As I said before, they're not evolved enough. Okay? White people are evolved in a different, aspect of things, okay? All black people are more evolved in different other aspects of things. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. That's all I wanted to say about the Oscars. Because I just saw Chris Rock make a great speech, okay, from the beginning. He ain't a hater. And he probably should have came off with a little bit more funnier. It could have been more funnier. I thought he was going to come out with a white face or some shit like that, okay? I thought Chris Rock was going to do that with a white face. So, hey, you're masters. Yeah, you're masters. I know y'all the master, okay? Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Peace.